G'day mate, welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jetty, and of course, Mr. Icarus, whose light doesn't work because the sun's already up. Anyway, today's episode, we have a few things I want to cover. First things first, we got quantum chips up and running in the last episode, which means I should be able to come in here and say quantum chips and say like 1,000 and say remote demand and nothing happens. Okay, obviously I didn't put them into a tower, or we just don't have any spares. I don't think I put them into a tower. So if and when we get quantum chips in a tower, it means we can finally start making Assembler Mark 3s. Assembler Mark 3s, Assembler Mark 1 uses 270 kilowatts. Mark 2 uses twice as much for a increase in crafting speed from 0.75 to 1. And then the Mark 3s need twice the power again, and we go to the crafting speed of 1.5. I tend to skip the Mark 1 assemblers. They're just not worth it. You know, the Mark 3's great, but, you know, you're going to have some power issues. Anyway, that's the first thing we need to work out. Second thing we need to work out is science. Science is ticking along. In fact, if we have a look at our labs, we can see that they're doing great. They're waiting on a bit of green and a bit of purple. Purple is ticking along all right. But what we don't realize is there's actually no blue, or very little blue. Blue is, where are we? Right in front of us, actually, and it takes off the excess production right here of our magnetic coils, and we're not getting any magnetic coils. In fact, our home planet is slowly running out of resources. So what we need to do is we need to track down that problem, which means flying over to where we make magnetic coils, and we can see that there's no magnets. And this is going to start happening more and more often on our homeworld. In fact, this whole iron patch, most of it's dead. So we're going to rip up that belt, that belt, that belt, that belt, and that belt. You're also dead. Yep, so that's our first problem we need to sort out. Now, luckily, Jetty definitely planned ahead, and this was definitely pre-planned. We happen to have this great sky belt right here that comes all the way from the North Pole making magnets. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our great sky belt of magnets that is just going into our supermagnetic rings, which are not being made fast enough because they don't have any of the magnetic coils, because, you know, that comes from that build down there that's not getting enough magnets. Yeah. We're going to be fixing that by dragging this belt through to there. Yeah, this is still very much in old school spaghetti territory. Bring that up a tile, across the tile, over to here a tile, and then tag that in there. So with that done, I'm going to cut off these guys, because they're never going to see iron ore again. Also going to cut off those guys. That should fix our magnets, hopefully. I'm going to upgrade the belt to make sure we have lots of production. At the same time, this is iron for our circuit boards, which is also going here. Yes. And they're also required for blue science. So we're going to grab these smelters. Actually, can I get a belt first? And we're going to finish killing off this iron patch by throwing more smelters on it. And hopefully that does the trick. Gets enough iron to go down to our circuit boards, and also increases the production of our magnetic coils. In saying that, the copper line it's feeding off comes from the worst copper patch ever, which was also at one stage being fed from the North Pole, but I've already cleaned up the belts that were attached to that because they died as well. I'm going to see this over and over and over. Different parts of the base are going to keep dying because lack of resources on the homeworld. We do have warp tech. We got warp tech in the last episode. We're making warpers. We can go places now and pick up new resources, which is good, but we need to make sure that when a production line dies or a resource node dies, we need to replace it. Speaking of replacing things, we have, again, far side of the planet, we have our lovely green Proliferator build. Now, so far, I've been making Proliferator on site time and time again from the resources right there, or importing coal. what I really like to do is get rid of that stone in my inventory. What I really like to do is I'd like to change that up, and I'd actually like to make Mark II Proliferator somewhere in mass, and then be able to ship that out. Now, I'd love to make Mark III. I just can't afford Mark III just yet. Just yet, you know, and soon, but not just quite yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a whole bunch of Mark I Proliferator to also make a whole bunch of Mark II Proliferator. And what I really want to do is I want to aim for about a full green belt out. So I want to aim for this belt here, about 12 per second, which is good, because it only requires 2 items. Literally, that's all we need to. We just need to import the coal, because the coal turns into the Mark I, and then the coal turns into energetic graphite, and the energetic graphite turns into diamonds to make the Mark II. So it's a pretty easy build, I hope. One thing we do want, which I should have picked up earlier, is belts. Hello. I want some belt, please. Thank you. That's not the last of our problems. We have quite a number of problems of resources just not being enough of on our homeworld, but we're going to fix one problem at a time. All right, so what I want to do is... Hang on, I want to check how many sprayers do I have on me. 4. All right, where did I put that? Hang on, I need glass. Thank you. Probably a bit more. And I need silicon. But I had silicon on me. Obviously not. Okay. Yeah, craft that up whilst we wait. Alright. Now we're prepped and ready to go. Okay, first thing I want to do is... we're going to drag a belt out. And we need to... make... you know, coal into the Proliferator Mark I. Also need to make coal into the energetic graphite, and then also convert the energetic graphite to diamond. So that's the first thing I want to do. And we are going to be proliferating each of these belts as we go. So we'll put you there. And then we're going to need smelters. And I'm going to need... I've already pre-done the maths. We're going to need 15 of these guys. So let's actually, let's... Okay. I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3 tiles. I'm going to bring the belt this way, because the belt this way has to do a loop. We have to get the loops in so we can put the proliferator somewhere. And that'll then tell us what we need to do. So we need to go from here 15 tiles. Are we actually short on power, or we're short on power? Awesome. Awesome. And I can't put in landfill yet to start mass burning off gas giants. Alright, so we're going to start off with you. I don't want to start importing materials just yet. We want to do that one. Because I really want to make sure that I have all the maths worked out and all the items worked out first, before we start filling the belts with potential crap that would end up back in our inventory. Okay, so step 1, make energetic graphite. Step 2 is making diamonds. Now, funnily, because everything gets a 20% production bonus because we're proliferating it, I'm lucky. I only need, what was it? 15? 15 of the first one. Oh, I need 15. Hang on. No, I made a boo-boo. Alright, let's drag that belt out and that belt back. Okay. Tab. So we got gaps in them. So I need 15 of them. Now, these guys use 1 coal every 1 second, which means on a belt that moves 12 items per second, I can only afford to feed 12 smelters. So I'm going to have to correct that by either running a second belt or cheating and just upgrading the first little belt to Mark III, at which point it doesn't count. And it's just 12 items per second from there on. Alright, so with that done, we're going to grab another smelter. Which, 1, 2, 3, down to there, down a tile, out. And yeah, because we get that production bonus, I don't need 15 for this one, I need 18. So that's 15. 16, 17, 18. Probably should have set the recipe on them. We want you to do diamonds. Okay, so we need 18 of them doing diamonds. And then, once again, we need to proliferate the belt. Okay, so with that done, we can then get into the meat of the sandwich, where we start making Proliferator Mark 1 to make Proliferator Mark 2. Hey! We get 2 extra drones. Perfect. So, what I want to do first is I actually want to make the Mark 2. Okay, which needs 14 assemblers. And we're going to intentionally leave a gap, I think. Let's start here. That's 15, that's 14. Okay, let's take this belt out a couple of tiles. The things sort of line up. So, 14 assemblers. These are going to be doing our Mark 2. We'll put a Mark 2 on there so it's nice and easy to read. At the same time, we'll turn off that warning so things stop flashing at us. Okay. 14 of those guys. Now, they're going to require, obviously, you know, the diamonds that we just hooked up. Plus, they're going to require an output. Output. Plus, they're going to require an input of the Mark 1, which we still have to make and proliferate. So we're going to need another looped belt like that, where we can put down another sprayer. And then we're going to need, and again, because things get that 25% or 20% bonus each step of the way, even though the ratios are 1-to-1, it's 1-to-1 minus 20%. So rather than needing 15 of them, I need 12. 14. Rather than needing 14 of them, I need 12. So 15, 14, 13, 12. So that's going to be the end of our Mark 1, which of course needs a coal input belt. Yeah. Mr. Wind Turbine, you need to go away. You need to bring out... We'll tag in the coal in a second. That's unfortunate. I want to move everything up 3 tiles. Sorry? Sorry. You're in my way. Okay, we'll move that there. Grab this stone belt, which, as we can see, is definitely running and definitely hard at work. And tag you all the way over there out of my way. Okay. You can go there. You also need to proliferate yourself. Okay. Okay, I can already see a problem. What we're going to do is we're going to spin the proliferators around the other way. Or are we? Are we? No, we're not. No, we're not. What we're going to do is we're going to leave them the angle they were. Okay, we're going to take out our juice. We're going to bring our juice up a tile. And then run a straight line all the way through to the last one, which is definitely in the correct tile. And that should be the build, you know, apart from a couple of sorters. We're going input, output, input, input, output. So, a few power poles and we're done. Alright, that should be the complete build. So all we need to do now is we need to say, hey, I'd like around about 1,000. We'll hit up local demand and nothing will get imported because most of my coal I'm putting into towers, like this one for argument's sake, doesn't have ships, or in some cases they're completely unpowered. So we're going to have to come in here. I'm going to have to grab the shippies and throw them in there. At which point they're going to run off and go grab the coal. We're going to set you up to do coal. We're going to set you up to do coal. And then finally, after our belt gets to here, we're going to bring it up and tuck it into the side of the tower. And that should be the build done. Should be. 2,000 be enough? It should be. Because as it flows out, it's just going to get replaced. Do I have any juice on me? I do have juice on me. Let's start here. Okay, we're making some Mark 2. We've got plenty of Mark 1. The juice is refilling this. That's empty. That's unfortunate. Alright, but as long as as soon as the first one fills up, second one will fill up, third one will fill up, so on and so forth. This we're going to cap to 3,000. I'm going to throw in some big shippies. I'm not going to put warpers in here. I do not want to start having items leave this system. We're not quite that warper rich yet, because obviously we still have a bunch of green sites to do. Actually, speaking of green sites, whilst we wait, technologies. We've ticked in the upgrades that I care about. Actually, we've ticked in most of the upgrades. But, technologies. I need 2,000 points, 1,500 points, so that's 3,500, 5,500, plus another 4,000 of the white, which requires the green. So that's what was it? 2, 3, 5, 9,500 green. Okay, there we go. Build is up and running. Again, this particular blueprint will be available in my Discord server. Should it power? I don't know. I'll have to rebuild it, actually. Okay, so hang on. We'll put one power pole there, because we know we need one power pole there. That's it. It's powered. It's good to go. Power on this planet, still a bit of an issue. Made much worse. Okay, alright. Whilst we're here then, let's find somewhere... That's a pole. Let's find somewhere where we can dump down a whole bunch of thermal generators. Nope. Which one has the thermal generator in it? That one. 100? 100. I have some green belt, probably not enough. Let's grab a whole bunch of that. I also want, because we're going to be moving items from one to the other, a whole bunch of Mark III sorters. We'll fly over here, land Icarus up, and let him clear the trees. Now, I have had many people comment, how am I getting the drones to clear out the trees? It's a mod. It's called drone clearing. If I remember, I actually linked on the top right hand corner a old video I did quite some time ago, you know, showcasing this mod and a couple of other mods, all had to do with the drones, like colouring the drones and something else. Oh, colouring Icarus, but that's sort of part of base game now. But yeah, I will include that up in the top right-hand corner if you guys want to have a look at that video. Look, it's a super handy quality of life mod. It doesn't do anything massive apart from, yeah, just send the drones out to clear off the junk. Okay, we're going to put a tower here. We're going to have to throw big shippies in there. And fill up your inventory. It fills up your inventory good. But that's okay, because I can come to here and I can say, you have those organic crystals, which are hard to get. You have that, and you have that. And my inventory is empty again. Alright, we want you. We're going to bring out hydrogen. We want to bring it about that far from memory. Is that the circle? No, I think that's the circle I want. Yeah, that's the circle I want. Okay, power generation, I want one of these guys. Actually, that's got to go out way further. Where are divisions in the ground? Okay, there's a division here. So I want to come to probably there. Then you come out of that port. Nope, wrong one. Okay, we want that. I'm gonna drag that. Tab. Drag that. I can get 3 in. I'll take 3. No, I can't get 3. You're too wide. 1, 2. But I can add a second one behind each of these, and I should be able to add a second one behind each of those. Cool. Alright, obviously I need to plug this into the main grid, which for the moment we're going to run wind turbines up there. You have big shippies, remote demand. Okay, and then we're going to charge up like that. Which tile? That's the tile I want to start on. Yep. Okay. That should be enough. That's one back. Let's bring you down. You know what? Holy crap, oh shippo. Alright, that's a few of them. We'll wrap that all the way around. Helps if I actually set filters on these. So you're going to do hydrogen, you're going to do hydrogen. We're going to grab a hydrogen belt out of there, which we're going to bring to... Which was the tile? That was the tile. And then around to there. I'm going to bring the hydrogen belt out of there into there. Hydrogen again. Now I could... And I know somebody's going to say in the comments, why don't I make, fuel rods, hydrogen fuel rods, and burn them off? Why don't I make hydrogen fuel rods and proliferate them? You know, get the extra power out of them and everything else. Because I'm literally just creating power with it. It's not worth the time, the energy, and the investment outright. It's much easier. Nope. Cancel. Reset. Grab from there to there. Without the belt. Paste. Really? It's much easier to throw this down and just have it just burn off. Absolutely just burn off. How about that one? Can I copy that one? Without the belt. Yeah, sure. What? It's much easier for me to just get this built rather than... Please. You're making a fool out of me. I'm saying it's easier, and then you're being difficult. Why do you have to do so? You're special. Okay. You and you. Done. You paste, and you. That belt will plug in there. That will turn on for hydrogen. Hello, thank you. Why do you have no fuel? Because somehow in the draggy droppies, let's grab the last one. Somebody forgot to attach a sorter. Yeah, it's that weird zigzag. Okay. Yeah, it's quicker to build this and get this up and running and just have hydrogen that way rather than going through the effort of converting it. And after it's converted, then... Oh, hang on. Probably build left to right. After it's converted into fuel rods, burning off the fuel rods. I would much prefer the much simpler, much easier. We'll just take pure hydrogen, get it done. If I could landfill, I promise you, I have a blueprint. I have a blueprint where I can just dump this down and all my power problems go away. Lack of item. Really? Having 100 was not enough. Where are we? We're going for one of them. That tower. Grab another 100. Oh, at the same time, where's the magic tower that makes all the grass go away? That's not the right tower. That's the right tower. Grass go away, logs go away. green crystal go away. I do have a tower somewhere. The stone. That one. Oh. Alright, where were we? We're going to grab one of these, and we're going to drag it around, and then we're going to drag it down, and I can already see that the power's gone back to blue. We're good on power, but a few more seconds of this, and I shouldn't ever have to worry about power on the homeworld again. Well, I say that. No, I probably won't, because we now have warp tech. We slowly abandon the home planet and let it finish doing whatever it's doing, and then never come back here to fix it. Again, missing sorters. Yeah. Is that the only one? I think that's the only one. Oh. Okay, done. You're running sweet. We'll throw the hydrogen in there. Everything's running peachy. Power's at 50%. We're good now. Okay, so we can leave this planet to itself. Leave this area to itself. I will definitely take the opportunity to fill in what collides. Too close. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can see you have problems. Take the opportunity, fill this in with wind turbines there, and there, and one more line, done. Alright, so we've turned our South Pole, North Pole into a bit of a power hub, which is fine. It's going to keep the lights on. I probably could have fit another one there. And honestly, it's not going to burn off that much hydrogen. That's another reason why I don't bother converting it into the fuel rods, because it just doesn't use that much. Oh, you're also full of leaves. Okay. Alright, and our proliferator build is proliferating. Yes, okay, so we have 3,000. It is available locally and remotely. We have both types of ships in. All the machines are running. Well, I'm not expecting all the machines to be running. I'm definitely expecting like this. I'm expecting some of these machines to turn off because they're not required, because we have a tiny bit of overproduction. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of overproduction. Like I needed for the green ones, because this is what I was calculating on. I have a lovely calculator. We need exactly 14 machines. But for the Proliferator Mark 1, I have put down 12. I need 11.67. So I'm expecting these last couple machines, or actually no, it'll be this end. This end, these machines start turning off. So that should be that build up and running. We're happy, we're joyous. This is running better. We still don't have enough magnets. Okay, fine. We will backtrack through this. One of our few remaining sky belts. Upgrade the sky belt. Oh, actually, whilst we're here, can I remove you and you and you and you and you and you? That'll fit my inventory. And this is another thing I've been doing. We just, throw down a tower, plug you into there, grab a miner, remove anything in our way, and we're just tapping any patches on the home world as and where I get to. Can I get to that far bit of coal? Ah! Really? Oh, he makes it. Okay. We're gonna bring out of you, into you, out of you, out there, into that tile. We'll have you two share a belt. Throw a power pole here, and there. We'll have you set to be coal. And that's it. I don't even need to power it because I'm just going to have ships at the other end request it. Okay, so we're going to come to here. We're going to upgrade this belt. And it also means right here at the South Pole. Oh, hang on. Let's go empty my inventory. Yes. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of energy graphite, which as far as I know, I don't use anywhere in like the workshop or anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a logical thing, throw down a chest, throw down a bit of belts, fill it up. It's not quite full. Definitely fill it up, and we're going to put 3 of those on there. That will empty that lickety split, and then we don't have to worry about it. Alright, back to the North Pole, South Pole, South Pole, South Pole. And what we're going to do is we're going to land right here and watch the drones fly off and clean up everything. This is why I like the mod. Well, I actually installed the mod because the old-fashioned, prior to this update, the lava worlds, you tripped over on everything. Every little rock got in your way and it was super annoying. I was not a fan. So my solution was installing this mod, and then as long as the drones had a chance, they would go clean up the ground for me, which means Icarus wouldn't trip over crap anymore. But with that done, that should double the amount of magnets. We'll upgrade that belt and that one. Not that we need to, but you know. Yeah, that should do us. Oh, that's blue belt. Click this, downgrade. Yes, green belt. Green belt is the color we're going for. That is belt mark 2. So, that should give us plenty of magnets, and we'll actually change you back to the upgrade button. So it should give us plenty of magnets, which should get all the way along our magnet belt. Through our blue things. Hang on, let's delete that, and delete that. And yeah, I can't say them being short of magnets. And then should keep that belt filled, which should get to the end of here. Perfect. Do we have enough magnetic coils? It looks like it finally. Oh, actually, in fact, there's a couple of machines that can't output because we're not using them fast enough. In that case, let's upgrade that belt, because I know this build could use more if I had more. Okay, maybe they couldn't use more. They're short on engines. Engines are short on iron. Where's the iron belt come from? It comes from here. Why is that short? Oh, because I still have 3 of you facing the wrong way? Yeah! It's the little things. It's the little things. Okay, alright, so that's fixed that problem. Excellent. Do I happen to have one of those on me? I do not. You happen to have a slot. You do have a slot. Can I get... Nope. That tower? No. That tower? No. That tower. Just one of those, please. And we're going to park you right there with the longest belt in the world. And give you one of those. I'm going to set you to like 2,000-ish. Something like that. Okay, so that's that problem solved as well. So, we're making... We've now fixed up motors, because we fixed up the iron smelter that's been broken for I don't know how many hours. We've also fixed up the green motors because they finally have enough magnetic coils. We've also fixed up the supermagnetic rings, because they should now have enough of the green motors after the production lines filter through. We are putting these in the tower. These are actually being shipped across into... into here. Oh, I need to filter that out. They're being shipped across into here, and they're being turned into, well, Mark III belts, which we have 300 of. Also, the good old accumulators. The accumulators, we do have almost 1,000 stacked up. These we can use to transport power around the galaxy. Honestly, I tend to skip it and just go for burning gas giants, because as long as you have a gas giant in this particular system, you're good. You're good. It's so much quicker. It's so much easier, and it's easier than moving power around around. Also, some time ago, we finally got the research for satellite substations, so we have 100 of those stacked up as well, and we're also making the super duper gas giant killers, which we have 63 of, which is not enough to do 2 gas giants, unfortunately. Because in our new system, we did find that we had 2 gas giants there that need us to go set up. Oh, and we've got plenty of carbon nanotubes. Actually, there was one achievement I did get between recordings, just wandering around the planet. Silicon ore, organic crystal, sulfuric acid. 10 carbon nanotubes by collecting plants. I had no idea that there were 10 carbon nanotubes on... Well, you get carbon nanotubes on your homeworld, which is where I picked it up. But yeah, with that done, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Blue Science is now running better. We have a small stockpile here in our actual lab. Nope. That one. That's almost full, so it's purple and green. And green is its own separate beast. Purple has a belt that has a shortage. We don't have crystal silicon. Okay. I don't even remember where we're making that. I think it's going to be something else we're going to have to investigate in the next episode. Actually, there was one other thing I wanted to investigate whilst we're here, which is the particle containers. We were not making enough of them. What are you missing? You're missing graphene. Oh, we just need to up the demand. I also need to... Let's up the demand for that. Okay, because graphene's not something we should run out of. We're getting that from our fire ice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to upgrade this build slightly by throwing assemblers at the problem. You know, there might not be enough room to do any of this pretty, but, you know, pretty is sometimes pretty overrated. This is a temporary build. It's a temporary build that's going to stay here probably till the end of time, but I need more production. So what we're going to do is we're going to have sorters, output, input, the first 3, because they're pretty normal. We'll have the next one, which will be around the wrong way, but that's fine because the belt moved. You're going to be an output. You're going to be an input. How much copper do you need and what's the crafting time? It is 4 seconds, 2 bits of copper. Probably not going to be fast enough. But that, actually, you know what? Let's just throw speed at the problem. Okay. That'll do those 3. And then you're going to be unique. Unique in a special way. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to move you sideways. And then I'm going to have you input, you output. Actually, way easier than I thought it was going to be. Input, carpole there somewhere, and there somewhere. And yeah, we need to have graphene shipped in faster. What's the recipe? It is 2 graphene, 2 copper, 2 of the magic engines. And do I have belt on me? I have belt on me. Cool. Make the belt move a little bit faster as well. Just to make sure that it's not going to be a belt issue. I guess I should upgrade the copper belt. That's probably useless because the copper smelter is not going to magically expand in size. Probably okay, right? He says as he watches the copper disappear. Can we find now? Maybe not. That's 3 feeding one and 2 feeding the other. Okay, now I have all the confidence in the world it's going to be fine. Alright, so that's that running, that's that running. We've doubled our pink particle potatoes because they are one of the ingredients. They're one of the sub ingredients up to the green science. Yeah, gravity matrix. They're required for the graviton lenses. which come from strange matter, which come from the particle containers, which comes from this little build here on this planet. So, with that done, I think this is where we're going to call today's episode. I have technically 2 hours, less than 2 hours, to finish the game and get it done within 25 hours. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have a future speedrun series at some stage where I blitz through the game in 25 hours or less. I might even try a 10-hour run. We'll see. But I'm going to be leaving this episode here. We have got everything in the workshop now technically turned on, except I don't have enough production for a number of things. So, like the super magnetic rings. I'm not happy with the production we have. It's not fast enough. But rather than fixing it, I think we're going to ignore the problem. Because what I really need to get a work on, because we're going to need it for, well, at this point, we're going to need to have a Dyson Sphere up and running. So I need to get up to small carrier rockets, which has a prerequisite, bottom chips, which we technically make, but not terribly well. It needs deuterium fuel rods. We have plenty of deuterium. We've done that build. Also requires the Dyson Sphere components, which require some things that we've played with, like the circuits, the processors, and 2 other things we've never touched before, which is going to be well, never touched. Haven't really automated properly. So we have some things to do, but they're going to happen in future episodes. As always, thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I really hope you're enjoying them. I know I'm enjoying playing this game for you guys. And also, I want to have a moment just to shout out all the lovely people supporting our ad-free 2022. Because, yes, lovely supporters have come through either Patreon or through the YouTube join button. And again, I need to thank everybody. We want to get this series done. We want to get our Dyson Sphere up and running. We want to get our white science done so we can have mission complete. Because from then on, we're going Megabase. We're going to have a whole brand new Icarus and a bigger, better, finer quality Megabase. But that's all going to be in the future. With all that said, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.